Hi, welcome back to another episode of Witcher 3. Viper Swords and Warrior's Leather's Jacket only. We are playing on Deathmarch difficulty. We are here at Crow's Perch to find Uma and start the Ugly Baby mission. So we need to go talk to the sergeant who has taken over the town after the Baron left to try to cure his wife, which was a long time ago. And hopefully we can just take Uma and not have to kill the sergeant. Although, if we did have to kill the sergeant, you know, that's okay, because the sergeant is kind of a tool. But anyway, let's go see if we can find him. I assume he is hanging out in the main part of the castle here, where the Baron used to live. Yes, it appears the sergeant has taken over the Baron's quarters as his own. There you are. What's up, Sarge?
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma. Gonna take him with me.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
Oof. Alright. Let's go find him. He must be hanging out near the barn if he's eating out of feed bags.
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back, though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove straws up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different. Don't make me show you. Open the door. Now.
Geralt is in no mood to screw around. He wants to get this over with, obviously. Oh, they get him chained up. Jeez.
Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vesemir.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
Well, I guess we're going to Vesemir first.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, Our spies report that the garrison at Bangleen consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
Oof, I totally should have shaved before I left on this journey.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I seriously doubt he's going to care if I know where Ciri was and what she did. I'm going to keep that information close to the vest. Let's just tell him that this could, in fact, be Ciri.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Fali. Gladiv Dorn Eptened Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
2,000 crowns, not bad. Although I think I need to turn down the rest of it if I want to achieve the ending that I'm trying to get. But we'll worry about that later.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course.
Ah, the phylactery.
I'm off.
Oh there, Roach. Forktails this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Been away quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forked tail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. Then she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she'd... Ah, now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help, running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Alright, oh, Roach, that does not look comfortable. Oof. That is not how it's supposed to work, Roach. Come on, let's get you a little bit in a better position.
That's it, Roach.
I can't just leave you like that, struggling on that feed trough. Alright, now if I just leave you a little bit closer, will you be able to make it in there okay now? You'll be alright now if you go in there? I'll check on you later. Well, here we are in Kaer Morhen for the first time in the game. Well, technically we were here at the very beginning of the game, but that was a dream, so we didn't get to loot anything. And there's a lot of loot to be had in Kaer Morhen. And it's not a giant area, but there is quite a bit to explore. We'll be doing that over the course of several episodes. For now, we're just going to hang out in the castle here and loot all the loot and explore a little bit. Man, they did a really good job. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of repair kits here, which is very handy. They did a really good job making matching the. Oh, what's this? Berengar. Oh, from Witcher, for the first Witcher game. I was just going to talk about that. Not Berengar, but I was going to talk about the first Witcher game and how good of a job they did matching the castles between the 2 games.
Handwriting looks familiar. Berengar's.
Yeah.
Papers have been lying here for years.
Berengar's Blade. Looks like he was working on a sword or something. Yeah, Berengar was working on a sword, and he was having trouble with it, and Vesemir wasn't much of a help to him. But still, the quest says I need to talk to Vesemir to continue along the quest route. We'll worry about that a little later. Yeah, Berengar was in Witcher, the first Witcher game. He was kind of a mysterious character who looked like he had given up on Kaer Morhen and all the other Witchers. He just sort of left and was trying to find his own path. Guess he didn't like the way things were going, and he got caught up in the Salamanda gang, which is one of your main enemies in the first Witcher game. And you eventually find him in like Act 3, and you can fight him or befriend him. And in my playthrough, I befriended him, and so he ended up fighting with me in one of the final battles. Not the final battle, but he fought with me against the... What was the guy's name? Azar Javard? I don't remember his name, but he was like a sorcerer, very powerful. And Berengar and me fought him, and Berengar was killed very quickly, unfortunately. But yeah, that's cool. So he was working on a sword, it looks like, and we'll go find out that information later. Even though we won't be using a sword, I'm sure there's some experience and loot to be had from going about that quest. I remember in this part of the castle here, I was being chased by a bunch of the Salamandria, and I ran up these stairs, and then the whole thing collapsed behind me, and that was pretty fun. Alright, let's go inside now. I've pretty much looted the whole exterior as far as I can tell, and let's go inside and see how things are looking in here. It looks a lot like it did in the first Witcher game. Very nice. Alright, let's loot all around and then see if there's anyone to talk to. What you got in here? Any alcohol? Yep. I bet there's lots of alcohol here. What's over here? More loot? Yep. Nice. Ooh, swords. I gotta be careful here. There's no merchant, so I could get over encumbered very easily. But there's probably a storage chest here somewhere, I would imagine. I think the only area without a storage chest is Vesemir. I don't think there's a storage chest there. It's such a tiny area, though, so that's probably why. Oh, there's Lambert. Let's go talk to him.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Not quite yet. I just want to check the rest of Kaer Morhen here.
Something. Wait for me.
Sure.
Alright, Lambert, let me just look around the rest of the castle here. I want to get all the loot right now, and then I'll go talk to Yennefer, and then we'll go to the Circle of Elements. Is this a storage chest right here? Yes, it is. Alright, cool. That's good to know it's there. I'm okay with weight right now, but I might as well dump all my runestones in here because I'm not going to be doing anything with them for a long time. Alright, we looted that whole big main area there. Now we're going up here to see Yennefer. I actually found a new book regarding insectoids, and I learned something about venomous araxi, which was cool. Other than that, it's mostly wolf pelts and armor and sword repair kits, stuff like that. Whoa!
God damn it, you piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Megascope is on the fritz.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything, when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Heard what you did with the bed. That's definitely not a important issue at this point.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Alright.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Okay. What do I have to do?
All right. How do I find the source?
Pulls.
Use this
Where did you pull that out of? And where am I putting it?
Potesta Quisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
Okay. Alright, so now we know 3 things we need to do before we can continue with helping Uma and finding Cirilla. We need to help Lambert, we need to help Eskel, and we need to help Yennefer. So, I already told Lambert I'd help him, so we're going to help him first. And we'll get right on that next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.